me what it takes to see the time all works on my days to try to go for any way bring my world some peace, serenity. And I said, dream of love, dream of love, dream of love, dream of love. But to bring to the table is what you need. You gotta keep your best things down to sleep. She said, "Oh, what is this world we see? I'm losing all my faith in humanity. The fear and anger have their way. It seems to me we're lost today, feeling all this hate and insanity. Got to bring love, bring love, bring love, bring love. What you bring to the table is what you need. Give your best to things that will speak.
If you haven't seen it yet, also Lisa has a video of one of the songs from this album on YouTube that she used as a fundraiser for the Humane Society of Boulder that has her dogs, and it's totally adorable. You really got to go in and watch it. So thank you, and thank you all. We share stories of the good that is happening in our lives so that we can celebrate that together. And so if anyone has anything they'd like to share today, come on up. Yeah. It's on.
So some of you may be on Facebook and may already know this, but I finally got a new car. So we're back to being a two-car
Which means I got a new car. So there's my first happy dollar, and I can't remember what my second happy dollar is for, but here it is. She's happy.
Happy is good.
I would like to welcome my grandnephew to the world. He was born this week, and Seamus, welcome to the world.
Yay!
The second one is for my sister, my little sister, who is the grandmother, and I'm not a grandmother. Oh, that's awesome. Come on up.
I just still get to help people, and they give me money, and I bring it here.
I just wanted to say that I'm speaking for my wife Tammy and my family, that we feel really blessed and honored to be a part of this church community here. And you guys were just kind of a godsend, for lack of a better word. The timing was kind of right. And so as a community, we try and figure ways to kind of give back, and it takes a village and all those kind of things. And I'm really happy to work on the heating and cooling system, and that's an important part of things. But Tammy and I were talking that we kind of wanted to give back in another way, and it's by no coincidence that this is kind of like a music day today, and we believe that the music part of this ministry is just huge, powerful. It's just absolutely unbelievable. You guys are just absolutely unbelievable. So we started kind of praying about the music thing and not knowing what that might look like, and then Tammy hears something about Laura has some kind of an instrument that is in need of some kind of repair, and that we thought, well, maybe that would be a good place to support. So the happy dollar is because I'm happy to know all of you, as is my wife and my kids. But also to that, we had a bit of fortune come our way, and we'd like to share that. And this is for you, Laura. Thank you. I know, it kind of choked me too. It just, things work out somehow. Sometimes, you know. Our pleasure.
Okay.
Well, that was a good one. I thought I had a good one. I know. I have a good story. I was not going to come today because I really do need to study. But because of what happened yesterday, I was like, James, you could tell my story. And he goes, no, you have to go and tell it. So yesterday, we were babysitting my friend's kids, and she's a friend of mine in nursing school. Dinner's just about ready, and there's a knock on the door, and I can see that it's a really big guy. And I'm thinking, who is this guy? Open it up, and it's a cop. And he's looking for me. And the kids run out, and they're like, we've never seen a cop before at the house. I'm like, oh God. He goes, is there Jennifer Allen here? And I said, that's me. And I don't know why he's here. And so he goes, ma'am, your wallet is at the police station. I was like, you're kidding me. I've been at the library all day. And he looks at me, and I go, oh, and King Soopers. He goes, that's where it was. So evidently I left it in the cart at King Soopers, and I said, is everything still in there? He goes, ma'am, you're going to have to go down and verify it. I said, I don't think there was any money in it. If so, like $5. And so I said, can I eat dinner first? So I ate with the family, and I went down there, and I kept thinking, you know, if somebody turned it in, they have to be a good person, or I don't know, why would they do that? So I go down there, and I meet the man at the police station, and he comes out with my wallet, and he says, ma'am, I gotta tell you that this never happens. He goes, this really doesn't happen. Everything in your wallet is still here. And I looked in it, and I go, wow, this is amazing. He goes, usually when this happens, your wallet is destroyed, all your cards are maxed out. And I told him, I said, you know what? I believe that I do good for others, and I have faith that others will do good to me. And I said, and I believe that. And he hands me the card, and he says, well, here's the man that did good for you. I guess he drove around trying to find my house, couldn't find it, so he took it to the police station. Wow. So I came home and called him. Funny that his name is Jesus. So, I called him, and I thanked him for his generosity, his honesty, and then I also thanked him for allowing me to have a life lesson for my kids and my friends' kids. And we talked about, you know, being good to others, and what goes around comes around. And so I'm just very grateful, and too bad for the church I didn't have much money in there, but I thought I would give what was left of my wallet to the church, and I'm going to pay it forward and get that guy a gift card or something like that.
Just real quick, I'm going to continue the music accolades, because I have a friend from North Carolina who says when something good happens, it makes you feel some kind of way. And so this makes me feel some kind of way, so I appreciate it.
All right, so I was panicking up here, like, I'm still kind of what you call unemployed. So I didn't have any, I thought, gift to give. But then I realized, actually, my presence is my present. And, I got accepted to film school. Starts June 1. My wife Kim is with me today in the back. Everybody look at her and make her feel uncomfortable. Glad to have you here, dear. We are also looking for a roommate. I will be down most likely in Denver Monday through Friday, double teaming on classes, taking advantage of the Veterans Association who was paying for my education. Yes? June to June, June 2013 to June 2014. Learning to be a cinematographer. Colorado Film School, I got in. But my gift is I'm a certified welder from Ames. I am a PC expert. That's a small part of my big IT. And I know electronics. So if anybody needs any of that, I would love to give that back to you. Yeah, we'll talk.
I would give $1, but I don't own one of those. Yeah.
Starving musicians.
Thank you. Oh, gee, thank you. Yeah. I was hoping for a 5, but I would. You sure? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. So I just found out, and don't worry, it'll only be a few months, but I found out next semester, it's not until September, but I got accepted to study mathematics at St. Patrick's College in Dublin, Ireland. It'll only be for a few months, so I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. And also this summer, I got into the Sound of Music at Candlelight Dinner Theater, so.
Hey, he got the math. Oh no, he's going to Dublin. Hey.
Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Elizabeth, and you know, everything comes at just the right time, and I am so touched by the McCurdy's gift to Laura and Barb, and I know how much that means to you. You know, it's something that just came up in front of us in the foundations class, and for it to turn around this quickly, and you know, then we get to see Jack's abundance, just bam, and it's like, any more? You know? But there are some changes at my work, and it's going to mean a big reduction in my income, and I just am doing things differently this time, because normally I go to the panic, and oh my God, what am I going to do? And this time I went to, if not this, then something better, just as it appears and just as it appears not. I'm grateful that my overtime got cut because I'm exhausted. My house is a pigsty, my life is a pigsty. Not a good health. And you know, the other side of that is it's going to mean a substantial reduction in my income. But where I went with that is I have a craft room with all kinds of really cool stuff, and that's something I need to go. There's something that I've been participating in that I don't need to. I will no longer have the money to do that. and I'm just really grateful, and I can hardly wait for Laura's instrument to be fixed and us to get a concert, and everything comes along at just the right time. And I got this message from a friend of mine in Ohio that says, a diamond can't be polished without friction, nor a human perfected without trials. Breathe.
Wow, what a day. All right, let's take those, ushers, come on up, let's take those gifts and tithes and offerings, and just repeat after me. I believe in all the good that is coming our way and is moving through us.
I believe in all the good that is coming our way and moving through us.
I know that Spirit works through me.
I know that Spirit works through me.
I see it expanding my life.
I see it expanding my life.
And the life of my community.
And the life of my community.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and so it is. I'm a wreck now.
And so it is.
Move along. I am so grateful, so grateful.
have missed me doing this. What time is it? That is right. By the way, if you're new here for the first time, in the pocket of the chair in front of you, there is a card to fill out. If you just fill that out and turn it in at the back table, that'll put you on our mailing list. And we don't spam, we just tell you what's happening around the center this week. Also, I am starting on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m., an 8-week visioning class, and there's not a sign up back there for it. Would you raise your hand if you're thinking of taking it, so I know how many books to... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, great. So this Tuesday here at the church at 6 o'clock, visioning. Next Tuesday, the 16th, Cheryl starts the Roots of Science of Mind class. And I see we do have some sign-ups back there. If you're thinking of taking that class, or if you know you're going to, please sign up so she knows how many books to prepare as well. Roots of Science of Mind talks about Emma Curtis Hopkins, who I read her quote today, Thomas Troward, a judge from India who studied New Thought, and Ralph Waldo Emerson, who are the 3 people who most influenced Ernest Holmes, who founded Science of Mind. It's a required class if you want to go on to practitioner training someday, and it's really interesting just to find out what influences you had. So I highly recommend this class, taking it, and you just sign up in the back. And remember, for this whole year, all the classes are free except for the registration that we have to pay to the home office. So it's just $55 when it's normally $250 to take these classes. So this is your year to take classes for show. April 21st, Cheryl's going to do a Power of Prayer workshop. That's a Sunday, and it's just going to be 12:30 to 4:30 here. And we talk about prayer all the time here. We talk about praying over there, getting the 1-minute miracle. We pray in. Why don't you learn to do it for yourself in a really high-level way so that you can manifest all the wonderful things that are happening to everybody in this community? So I recommend that. King Soopers cards are still for sale. You know we get money when you reload them. If you buy gas or groceries at King Soopers and you don't have a King Soopers card, you're not giving the church money. Every time you refill your card, the church just gets free money. So please get a King Soopers card and start recharging it. And then the other thing is, there's all that stuff is in here too. Last year, you remember, Jim and I climbed Mount Elbert, 14,000 some million feet. And we climbed for Soldiers to Summits, which is a Colorado-based program that takes injured veterans, big injuries like amputation, blindness, many PTSD, many traumatic brain injury soldiers, and it rehabilitates them and lets them reclaim their life using the metaphor of mountain climbing. When soldiers leave the Army, they leave the camaraderie, they leave the teamwork that they're used to, so this puts them back into a team. They have to solve problems together. It kind of simulates the experiences that they had in the military in a more positive way, and people are transformed by this program. And I love that it's here in Colorado, and it was started by Eric Weinmayer, who is the blind man who lives in Boulder, who's climbed all 7 summits in all the, Golden, sorry. Anyway, so Eric climbs all these too, so he climbed blind. Jim made it to the summit last year with Eric. I love that, the blind leading the, the tired. And, I made it to the tree line last year with absolutely no training and this old and this wide. And I climbed with a guy named Tiny who weighed 450 pounds. And Tiny and I took 6 excruciating hours to get up to the 12,000 foot limit. Anyway, when I started raising money for Soldiers to Summits, the first thing we did is we went to the Bass Pro Shop in Denver and we bagged purchases for people and asked for their change. And so we were getting quarters and dollars and stuff. And a little boy came through and he had a $20 bill and a kind of weird bunch of things he was purchasing. I thought it was